Thank you for checking back in the Misfit FM, your favorite sound on YouTube. I'm your favorite host slash Misfit checking in here with you. Hope you enjoyed today's video because we're going to talk about the recent Naruto announcement if you haven't seen it yet. So about a couple weeks ago, they made an announcement on their official social medias and also website that on December 17th, they will make an announcement regarding Naruto on Jump Fiesta during their little kind of celebration of sorts. Jump Fiesta, if you're not familiar with it, a lot of times they'll reveal new things, whether it's anime trailers, movie trailers, kind of stuff focusing on their core animes or many other animes. So we're very excited to see what they have in store for us in December. Now, in terms of what it is exactly, we don't know. No one knows. So anyone who has a video saying confirm this or this is what it is, like, no one knows. There's no leaks yet that's been told as of this recording on October 30th. So no one knows anything. But we're speculating a lot in the communities, Naruto, Boruto alike. So we have plenty of things that really kind of dive into. But I'm just going to focus on two of the kind of core things I've been hearing. The first element is a remake. And for those who are not familiar with remakes, let me kind of give you a quick overview. So a big difference, if you want to understand the difference between a remake and a reboot, is a reboot kind of gives basically clean slate, tell a new story with these characters or change them up a little bit. Now a remake, just make the visuals look more better, maybe change up minor details in the story to go with the visuals. Voice lines will kind of be redone in a new way if needed, stuff like that. Prime example of it is Dragon Ball Z Kai. If you've ever seen Dragon Ball Z Kai franchise or just Dragon Ball Z universe, you would see there's minor differences between if you listen to from a Kai view versus the Z view. The voice lines for a lot of iconic scenes are different. Like when Goku goes Super Saiyan for the first time, a lot of stuff he's saying in Kai, he didn't really say in the OG one just because they wanted to go for a new perspective on this, which, I mean, in my opinion, that's a prime example of good iconic moments being visually changed a bit. But with Naruto, if we get a whole remake of the whole series as a whole, I generally don't know what we'll do with that. Well, we'll be excited, of course. I'm not saying we're gonna hate it, but at the same time, I don't think we need it. I think Naruto, yes, there was points in the stories where a lot of stuff did not make sense. It was confusing. Cool, but remaking the whole series just to add some new, slap on some new graphics to it, I don't think we need it. Like, I know a lot of us was fall in love with what we saw with that 20th anniversary video they dropped, but I don't think we need a remake of the whole series just so we can fall in love with it again. I think anyone who grew up as I did with the series knows that it's not something that we want to see redone again. But then this is my perspective on it. I'm pretty sure there's someone who grew up just like me who would probably love to see a remake. Now, I wouldn't knock a remake if it happens, but then I just generally think that I think you're better off with another option. Now, that kind of moves me on to my second kind of thing that's been kind of rumored about. It's a movie. Now, a movie, I think, does them much better. They haven't had a movie in a long time, so I think a movie would be pretty cool to see. The last movie they had was the Boruto movie. So now, since this announcement specifically kind of relates to Naruto, we're thinking, okay, a Naruto movie, but what about what? I mean, it could be about a lot of things. It could be something completely different. We don't know. Like, they can go a lot of different routes with this. They can make maybe, for example, a Naruto movie that connects to Boruto. It's the possibilities are endless with that one. Because again, the movie route I think is better off than other routes, and here's why. When you look at a lot of mainstream animes, like your Borutos, your One Pieces, your My Heroes, you notice that for specifically My Hero and One Piece, they do well with their movies from a sale, US and also Japan perspective. Box office could be better than most people, but again, when it comes to anime movies, ask that 5 years ago, they weren't doing that well in the box office in the US, but nowadays people love to see them. You know, My Hero always does well in the box office here in the US, along with One Piece, and then recently Jujutsu Kaisen joined the fun. So the element of having a movie in theaters is really dope, and I think Naruto's been a long time coming since they had one in theaters, so I think it would be great for them to have a Naruto movie in theaters. I think that's the better route than trying to do a remake of the whole series, because while that's good and all, I'd rather get a movie, and that's just my biased opinion. And this kind of leads into my perspective, because I think you already told the story enough to the point where if you do a remake, it might add more to iconic scenes and everything, but it's not needed. But I wouldn't knock it. And I know a lot of people might be like, oh, you know, Misfit, you're kind of off here. I don't agree with you. And that's fine if you don't agree with me on this. I'm just giving my perspective that I think they're better off with the movie because they've had one in a long time. And then also another kind of rumor people have been throwing around is an anime adaptation of Sasuke's new light novel that's been now getting its own manga right now. It's really recently came out. I think that would be a cool little arc to have if they want to go that route too. But it really depends on what they want to do with this. I think there's a lot of different routes they can go with it. And if they wanted to go that route, it's either, for me perspectively, I think you got to do a movie, or you do that at Sasuke anime adaptation of his light novel. I think those are the two best routes for you. I think they'll do you both well. But if it remakes that third route you want to go for it. That's just my take on it. And like I said, none of this has been confirmed. We don't know what it is that they're going to say to us in December. We're just all speculating. So if you have a kind of a theory or thoughts on it, let me know down in the description below, because I would love to hear your thoughts on the matter as well. That brings us to the end of today's video. I thank you guys so much for watching, enjoying the content. Like, comment, subscribe if you've been enjoying the content so far you've been seeing on my page. I've been posting a lot more YouTube shorts of some old edits I made over the past. So if you've been enjoying them, let me know and I'll post some more, you know, during the intervals of longer videos. This is your favorite Misfit checking out. Thank you for listening to the sounds of Misfit FM, and I will see you guys next time. Later, guys.